This is what I've been trying to tell some of my fellow sports fans of other teams lately. Is you don't get the amount of chirps that Toronto fans take, okay? You don't get it. You don't get it. I know, because as soon as I give you guys even half as much on any of you other teams, as soon as I give you guys half as much, you get all personal. You get all upset, all right? You don't understand what Leafs fans go through. This will be a test, okay? Well, let's see if the tide is turning a little bit here, okay? They should have whooped Chicago 4-1 at one point, I think it was, right? 4-1. And if you're a Leafs fan and you're like scared of seeing 4-1 on the score clock, I'm never going to fault you for that. I get it. There's trauma there. There's trauma seeing 4-1 on the score clock. Right? Hey, Papa Thrash's girlfriend's in the house as well, too. Or just you instead of him. I don't know. Welcome. Welcome. You came to the right spot. This is where we talk about all the good stuff, Leafs. We've got hockey water bottles to prove it. Hockey water bottles. It's the only approved way to drink water. Right? So, yeah, you got a situation where the Leafs look like they're supposed to dominate Chicago 4-1. And what happens? They get back into the game, right? What happens? We all get that past trauma, right? Of the past, and here we go again. You look at 4-1, and you're like, eh? And they start to slip. Even get it tied at one point. Now, I gotta tell you guys, if I'm being honest as a Leafs fan, of course, you get nervous. You get nervous because you've seen this story a bunch of times. But I've really learned in the past year or two, perhaps, like since I started doing this stuff, really, to just ride it, man. It's exciting. Be happy about a situation like that. 4-4. You know, last few minutes of the period, anything can happen. It's wild. It's exciting. Win or lose, man. That's exciting hockey when it's that close. And the Leafs come away with a win in the end. How many people are going to chirp now that the Leafs should have won that? We're going to get so much chirps about how we gave up a 4-1 lead. Toronto gave up a 4-1 lead. Almost lost the game. Almost. Almost is what it is, okay? Unlike some other franchises in Canada right now, keep losing games to bum teams. I'm just saying, right? Remember who you're dealing with right now, okay? We've been through the chirps. We've seen the chirps. We've lived the chirps. We understand all of them, okay? But now is not our time for chirps. And I'm sorry if some of you other fans of other teams don't get that. But that's the truth. And that's why you can't bring us down, especially right now. So let's see if the tide has turned a little bit, okay? Let's see if people will not chirp Toronto for giving up that lead, but instead commend them for still figuring out a way to come away with the win. But I bet you that won't be the story. It'll be how they almost did it again, or that they did do it again, but like they just don't bring up the win part as much. I'm telling you, any all other franchises out there go through something like this, people would be applauding you. Woo! Woo! Close game, and you know, sometimes they happen, but you know, you stuck in there and you came away with a win. In regulation, you're not even giving somebody else a point. That would be other cities right now. But in Toronto, tomorrow morning, or if you're watching this on YouTube, I guess it'll be this morning, look around at the headlines, look around at the chat room talk and stuff, and see how many times people are gonna knock the Leafs for a game like this instead of giving due applause. Right? Right, Papa Thrash GF? Okay? Right? The word being almost is correct. That's exactly it. Can anybody care? Can anybody care how it goes down? No. You got to take your wins when you can get them. Clean wins, you know, before that final buzzer goes in the third period. So, hey, way to go, Leafs. Way to go, Leafs. Right? You know what the really funny thing is? I didn't even really watch tonight's game. I've been running around all over town, multiple towns. I was in 3 cities today. 3 cities. Come on, man. I was a busy dude running around all day. I missed a party I was supposed to go to. It's too late to show up now. I feel rude. That's why I did this instead. Otherwise, I would have gone there. I've been running around all day, GGNPTV. You know? They don't ask how many big W's for the Leafs and Sens today. Yeah, the Senators too, eh? Like, how about that? That's craziness. The Senators beat the Tampa Bay Lightning 4-0 today. So, Is anyone going to chirp Tampa for the next, I don't know, decade about how they collapsed to the Senators one time 4-0? No, they're not. No, they're not. But if the Leafs did, just add that to another list of things that people will always bring up whenever they get a chance. Now, I'm not complaining. That's the thing. That's the price. That's the price of being this pretty, all right? That's the pretty price. You want to be this pretty? Pay up. And we do. We take it. We take it in the chin every day in the sports communities. Every day for being Leafs fans. What's worse, by other Leafs fans. By a huge chunk of Leafs fans. We take it on the chin worse from them than anybody else, I'm telling you. Not now. Not now. This is our time. This is our time to enjoy. So we're going to enjoy it. And I'm glad to see you folks in the chat up here. You're enjoying it too. Right? So again, I didn't really get to see much tonight. What I did see was I tune in and it's 4-2 starting off the third period. And Leafs were down 30 shots to about 14, something like that. 30 shots to 16, 28 to 16, something like that. It was ridiculous shot deficit. Maybe 14 shots, I don't know. Third period. I know the score was still 4-2 at that point, and I hadn't seen any of the game up to that point. I listened to a little bit on the radio on the way home, but I hadn't physically seen anything with my own two eyes. I look at that score clock, 4-2, with that many shots for Chicago, though, and I'm like, you guys can't expect this to last, can you? No way. They're going to get at least one more. I predicted at least one more. Absolutely. There's no way a team like Chicago gets that many shots and doesn't eventually score. I know they're not doing so well at times, but I'm telling you, until they get rid of Patty Kane, and even Taves in there too, right? Until those guys are gone, I can never rule out Chicago. Never. Not for a single game. They're too good. They're too good. That even if they don't do anything for their team, they will inspire their team to do better. They're those kind of players. They're a core that people revolve around. There's probably about a half dozen guys on that team that are solid as a team together. Clicking beautifully at all times. So that even when they struggle, it's usually a matter of the other guys not buying in, you know? So I don't think there's anything wrong with Chicago as long as those two guys are around. I'm just happy that the Leafs didn't let it slip away to the point of losing a game. That's maturity. That's how winning is done. Rocky Balboa, right? So yeah, let's just hear what you guys have to say about it though. You guys have to fill me in. Let me know about the first period and the second periods especially. What was going on, man? What were the goals that happened? Who was scoring? Who was looking good? I want to get into this right now. I'm done with my little rants. I filled up enough time. I feel like I'm wasting everybody's. All right, so now I want to hear what you guys have to say. Or can I speak English? It might be one of those nights. All right, so yo, GG, what's up?